afternoon and welcome to America's Home Cooking. Now I made a fruit salad. Remember I showed you the fruit salad that I made. It's done in a short. It was all canned fruit that I had canned. It had papaya, it had mango, it had pineapple, and it had spirited pears in it. So there's a lot of flavor in it. Here is all the juice from it. What I'm going to do is make Jello with this. I won't have to add sugar. I'm not going to have to do any of that. What I am going to do is put a half a cup of this juice into a bowl. I will show you as I do this. Okay, and you can see the temperature is getting a little hot now for us in here. Okay, now the rest of this cup and a half, I'm going to have to bring that to a boil for this. So this is how we're going to do this. We're going to take 2 tablespoons of gelatin and we are going to add it to the bowl here with the half a cup of juice in it. I'm going to have to buy some more gelatin now that I'm going through it. So this is going to be a very natural, hold on a minute. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to mix this gelatin into this fruit juice. Let me get maybe I should use a whisk. And we're going to put a banana in this. So you think about it, there's all the fruit juice I've canned. You don't have to add any sugar to this dish because the juice is already sweet because we canned fruit and you use sugar when you're canning fruit. Now I'm going to take this fruit juice, so I'm going to bring you over. You'll see what I'm doing. Now remember, this gelatin will not give you arthritis or cause your teeth to decay. If nothing else, it's going to build up on them because this is all natural. So we're going to bring this to a boil. Always try to make sure that the flames are underneath the pot because if they come up on the edge and you have material on your arm, you can get burned. So we're going to bring this to a boil and then we are going to pour it into our gelatin, which is gelling up. I really have to get more of this. Look, I only had this much. It was way up here. Very bad. Now, if you don't wish to make gelatin, you can dilute this juice with water, add some ice cubes to it because it's already sweet, and you can use it as a sweet drink for your family. Or if you wish to use it to glaze a chicken as you're roasting it and you want to glaze it and you want to give it a sweet, crisp, nice sweet texture to the skin, which would make it crunchy, you could do that too. So just think, there's so many possibilities of what you can do. So that's why it's so great when you can what you can and cannot do with all the food that you make. There isn't much waste in it unless you don't get to it soon enough and the bubble pops up on the top, then you have to throw it out. But I'm actually showing you what you can. And sometimes I do take the juice and dilute it and put it in ice just for us to drink as a cool drink, and it has all the nutrients in it. Even if the fruit has sat in it and it spills in it, we're still getting the nutrients. And you don't have to add sugar because you've already added all the sweeteners to it. So the object, when you can at home and you think of nutrition, you try to use everything. Like we had chicken today, barbecue chicken. What did I do? I took those bones and I stuck them in a bag with the other bones that I'm collecting, and I will cook that down. And next time, instead of just making gelatin, I'm going to can the gelatin so it's always on hand for me to use. And then that way, it will build up the bones when we have stews and things. Or I can add it to gravies and things like that. I guess also if you're sick, You could take a tablespoon and put it in a cup of hot water, and you'd have that lovely broth from all the bones and stuff, which would relax you and probably help you a lot while you're sick. Well, see, there's just a lot of things we can do. I just don't know how to clean the gelatin up to where we can make sweets with it. I don't know how to do it. I don't have the equipment. As I was reading, the equipment that I would need is just too much for me. If there was an easier way, I would, but I'm not going to tell you to go buy all this equipment just so you can make a little bit of clean gelatin. That's why I recommend you buy it, to go to Amazon, and not to buy it in your supermarket, because that's just too synthetic chemicals. It causes your body, it actually withdraws the minerals out of your joints and your long bones and your teeth, and this is why you get cavities and everything else. Now this is getting ready to boil. Let's see if I can get you up high enough to see. See that? That's what I want to do, get it to really boil. Okay, let me move you back here. Okay, I know, you're bouncing around. I do apologize. All right, we have the gelatin here. Let me turn you down a little more. We're going to pour this in and mix this up. And this is loaded with nutrients. Just make sure that the gelatin is thoroughly dissolved here. Then we're going to slice a banana into it. If my raspberries were given, I would use raspberries. Now, if you have evaporated milk and you serve this Jello, you pour some evaporated milk on it, you have increased the nutritional value so much for your family. Now, as this cools, I have to first cool it room temperature before I put it in the refrigerator. Stir it around so you don't have the bananas all over the top, but they'll sink to the bottom as you stir it, and it starts to thicken up. It'll suspend it throughout the Jello. And that's it. Now this has to cool before I get it into the refrigerator, and that is completely homemade. You can't say it isn't. So I want you to have a lovely day. I should say afternoon. We're halfway through the afternoon, towards evening. So enjoy what's left of the rest of the day and take care. Bye-bye.